On February 1st, 1960, four black college freshmen walked into a Woolworth store in Greensboro, North Carolina, and changed American history by doing what may seem like almost nothing at all. They sat down. But how could simply sitting make a difference? And what ultimately forced Woolworths and others to change? On that day, David Richmond, Franklin McCain, Ezell Blair Jr., and Joseph McNeil, students at North Carolina A&T in Greensboro, took seats at a whites-only lunch counter and calmly asked to be served. They were refused. So, they stayed. This moment is often remembered as spontaneous courage. The truth is more complicated and more impressive. The Greensboro Four planned their act of resistance carefully. They studied Gandhi's nonviolent methods. They also wisely coordinated media coverage in advance. They dressed neatly, they spoke politely, and they committed to being disciplined. Police arrived, but made no arrests. There was no violence to respond to that day. The students simply remained seated until closing time. Sit-ins had happened before. What made Greensboro different was timing, television, and scale. Within days, hundreds joined them. Within weeks, sit-ins spread to more than 30 cities. By March, the movement had reached 55 cities in 13 states. Young protesters, black and white, sat together, silently exposing the contradiction of a system that sold toothpaste to black customers, but refused them coffee. The protesters remained nonviolent, but others did not. Hecklers shouted, spat, dumped food and drinks, punched, kicked, and even set a protester's coat on fire. Still, the sit-in participants refused to return the violence and vitriol. That restraint was strategic. The pressure, however, was economic. Woolworths was losing money as seats at its lunch counters were taken up by protesters rather than customers. The chaos created by the hecklers was driving would-be patrons away. After 6 months, in July 1960, Woolworths quietly integrated its lunch counter, as 4 of the store's employees became the first blacks to be served a meal at the Greensboro location. Today, you can find an 8-foot section of the Greensboro Woolworths lunch counter at the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History in Washington, D.C. A statue honors the Greensboro Four at North Carolina A&T. The Greensboro sit-in reignited a stalled civil rights movement and helped give birth to SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. 4 students proved that sometimes the most powerful protest isn't loud, it's patient, and it refuses to stand. Here are other events that happened today in history. In 1884, the 15-volume Oxford English Dictionary, the world's most comprehensive, is first published. In 1917, during World War I, a desperate Germany reinstates its policy of unrestricted submarine warfare. In 1943, after months of brutal fighting, the Japanese begin their retreat from Guadalcanal. In 1974, serial killer Ted Bundy kills his first confirmed victim, a University of Washington student. In 1976, the first federally recognized Black History Month begins in the United States. In 2003, the Space Shuttle Columbia disintegrates during re-entry, killing all 7 astronauts on board. In 2021, Myanmar's military seizes control of the country in a coup and detains the nation's civilian leader. And now, it's time for our Today in History quiz. What was the name of the ill-advised shortcut the Donner Party took on its route to California? Hastings Cutoff, Bridger's Cutoff, Fremont's Cutoff, or Lansford's Cutoff? Liked learning about the Greensboro Sit-In? Then you'll love this one about Rosa Parks and the Montgomery bus boycott. Tap the screen to keep the story going on Today in History.